Hello, algebra class. This is Miss Odell, and today we're going to begin a new section. I first want to remind you that you needed to post your work on yesterday's assignment from page 8, which was 2 through 20. I just took a look and I only have 2 that posted their assignment on LMS. So make sure that you do that so that I can go over those problems with you. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move to the next slide. This is the sheet that I handed out to you, actually to those that were here on Monday, which is an algebra cheat sheet, and it's going to help us with some clue words on this particular lesson. All right, so we are on 1.3, and the title of the lesson is Translating Word Phrases into Algebra. All right, so with that said, take note, look here with me at your paper, all right? So you're going to look for clue words. Now, when you are multiplying, remember that this is for multiplication. If you see for the clue words the product of, that tells you you're going to multiply, you will always want to put the constant before the variable. In other words, if it says the product of, just like it says here, the product of 4 and x, you're always going to write that as 4x. You never write it as x4, okay? Always write it as 4x. The product of y and 5, even though y comes first, you always write 5y, okay? Now, number 2 and 3, or especially number 2 is the most important here. It talks about the clue words more than and less than. Anytime you have those words in your expression phrase, you're going to invert the order. For example, x more than 3. That tells you that you're going to add 3. So x more than is addition, 3. Then I have the clue words more than, so my answer is going to be inverted, and it's going to be 3 plus x. In other words, instead of writing it as it's read, as x more than 3 would be x plus 3, it's inverted, okay? 13 less than y, it's got the keywords. So it says 13 less than y. Well, you're going to write it inverted because of the keywords. Now, the sum of 10 and x is written like this. So in this case, the sum of 10 plus x, because it does not have the keywords more than and less than, you're going to write it just as it's read, okay? Now, let's move on here, and in our textbook on page 10, okay, these are some examples that we're going to practice with. Look at 1.3b. It already has the answers there for you, but just for practice, all right? So the first one says 3 more than a number. You have the keywords more than, so you're going to flip the order as x plus 3, okay? The next one is a number, and I'm going to write this one for you. A number increased by 5, all right? So a number always stands for a variable. Increased is addition by 5. There's no equal sign here because you don't have is, or it doesn't tell you that it's equal to something. So it does not have the clue word, so it'd be, you write it as it is written, x plus 5. Now, if this same problem had been written, a number more than 5, a number is x, more than is addition, plus 5. Well, it has the keyword, the clue words more than, so that tells you you're going to invert this order. So you're going to write 5 first, and your answer is 5 plus x. Okay? Now, moving here, let's look at 1.3c. You have twice a number when you have twice a number, you're multiplying, so it'd be 2x. Product of a number. Remember, a number is always the variable, which is any letter of the alphabet you want it to make. You want to make it unless it tells you otherwise, okay? So product of a number. Product is multiplication, and a number is x. You can also flip back over to page 9 and look at the table at the bottom, and you will see the clue words for addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and equal, okay? Now, also look at B there. It says product of a number and 5. Product tells you that you're multiplying a number and 5. So you're multiplying, it's 5x. All right? Now go down to D, section D. Here, let's look at A. You have 3 more than a number is 18. Okay, let's break it down. So 3 more than is addition. A number is whatever variable. Is an equal sign 18. Now, before I write my final answer, I'm going to look to see if I have a clue word in here, which is more than or less than, and I do. And because I have this, I'm going to invert my order. In other words, it's going to be x plus 3 equals 18. All right? Let's look at B. Read along with me. Twice a number, which is 2x, decreased by the number, speaking of the same variable, x, equals 4. And you see that as 2x minus x equals 4. Go over with me to page 11 in your textbook, and we're gonna do some of these together. So number 9 says 2 less than a number. Well, it has your clue words, so it's going to be, you're going to flip it, and it's going to be x minus 2. Instead of writing it as it is read. Number 10, quadruple a number. Quadruple is 4. Quadruple a number tells us it's multiplication, so it is 4x. Number 13, that's actually number 11. Number 13 says 1/3 of a number. Well, we know 1/3 of is a fraction of a number is you're multiplying a times a variable. So it'd be 1/3 x, which is the same thing as 1/3 times x. So number 15, it says the ratio of 7 to a number. You know how we wrote ratio 7 to a number, and you're always going to write it in fraction form, which is 7 over x. Okay? Number 17 says 9 less than twice a number. So you would say that it is written like this: 9 less than twice a number. However, it has the keywords less than, so you're going to switch the order. So your final answer is 2x minus 9. Okay? Now let's look at 19 in your textbook as well. You have 2/3 of a number is 8. Okay, 2/3 of a number is multiplying, and the word is always the equal sign, 8. Okay? All right, let's do one more, and I'll give you your assignment, and then please let me know if you have any questions, okay? So 21 is 2 times a number less 4 is 20. So 2 times a number, less is subtraction, 4 is your equal 20. It doesn't have more than or less than. Let's look at 23 before we stop today. 4 more than 1/3 of a number is 17. You would think it would be 4 plus 1/3 x equals 17. But you have the key words or clue words, so you've got to change your order. 1/3 x plus 4 equals 17. So you are going to do page 11. You're going to do 10 through 26 even. Let me know if you have any questions.